You know, an issue that comes up in real estate a lot, especially when the real estate market is on fire? Non-disclosure issues. Let me explain. In Colorado and many other states, you have to disclose problems about a house if you know about them. So they have disclosure sheets they give you for every closing or for every real estate contract. And you have to go down the list and put down whether you know about a problem or not, if you have problems or not. It's called a disclosure statement. So many people buy homes and they discover major problems and they want to sue the seller because of non-disclosure. But it's not always non-disclosure. For example, if someone says, "I don't know," that should be a clue to you that there may be a problem. Yeah, they get around the disclosure by saying, "Don't know." They may really know, but there's no way to probe their head. So they put down "do not know," or they put down "no" if they want to lie to you, or they put down "no" if they really believe there's no problem. You see, so in a disclosure case, you have to prove that they knew about it and purposely misled you. That's very difficult to do. In one case, we were able to prove it because someone bought a house and there were foundation problems. The owner said, "I didn't know about these foundation problems." But we were able to find a company that went out to that house a few months earlier and gave the seller an estimate to fix it. And the seller decided, "I'm not going to fix it. I'm going to sell it." So that was a paper trail. But it's very rare to get enough evidence to prosecute one of these non-disclosure cases. So the best defense you have is to avoid it to begin with. Make sure you have a home thoroughly inspected. And if the home inspector, who is a general inspector, comes up with specific problems like a foundation, then get a foundation engineer to look at it. Or if the general inspector comes up with something he thinks might be wrong with the heating system, get an HVAC contractor to investigate. You have to look further than just a home inspector if there are questions, because non-disclosure cases are some of the most difficult to prove. And even if you do prove them, they're so expensive to prosecute, you don't always get attorney's fees. I know one case where a guy sued the seller of a home and he had $60,000 in attorney's fees and his award was $80,000. He only netted $20,000, not enough to get the problems fixed. He would have been better off spending the money to get the problems fixed. So please be careful when buying a home and don't depend on the disclosure statement. I'm Tom Martino.